Hey everyone, so I'm gonna get right into it without hopefully much ado. So I decided to do this concept about, okay, I guess we'll start from the beginning. Basically, I was going through my flavors, the ones I haven't mixed yet, and noticed I have a lot of the same freaking water. Hold on. The washer on my sink is like screwed up, so it likes to turn on. Anyway, I noticed I had a lot of the same types of flavors. Like, for instance, creme brulee. I had like 4 of them, pretty much all of them, that I've never mixed before. So since I pretty much predominantly do these single flavor testing, I think to make it more interesting, what I'm going to try to do, at least until I run out of, like flavors, is do something like this where I'm battling them or comparing them, instead of it just being random flavors, usually by the company, which really doesn't tell you a whole lot. Now, I will say that these have only sat since last night, since I just came up with this concept, because I've never used like the pulls before. I've wanted to, I just haven't got, I never did. So the polls have not been up that long, and there hasn't really been much interaction, which I kind of figured. But going forward, I'd like to do a poll every week, at least until I get through these like flavors, just to see like what flavors are more interesting or most interesting to you guys. So I'm not just doing random ones that no one cares about. So this week, mind you, it's only been a couple days that it's been up. I put it up on my latest video, which really didn't get much interaction, I could tell. And then I put it on Twitter. Instagram, apparently you can do it there as well, but you have to do like a story or something. I don't really know. I'm not very versed in these social media platforms. But on both the YouTube video and Twitter, Creme Brulee won, second to horchata. But since Creme Brulee won, that's what we're going to do. For the ones that, because like these have 4 different brands that I have creme brulee for. The ones that have the smaller, because like I made a list. The ones that only have like 2 brands that I haven't mixed yet, maybe I'll add them together. But we're going to do this one step at a time. But just bear in mind, I'm going to do like, I don't know if I should do it now or later, probably a little bit later. Where you can just comment on this video, like which one you want to see, and I'll tally that in with the others. Because what I suspect with YouTube is that when you're on your phone, maybe that little eye, which is like a poll, it's called a card, maybe that doesn't show up on mobile devices, only computers. And I know a lot of people watch videos on their phones, so maybe that's why. But if you follow me on Twitter, I'll do the polls there as well. It'll be the same exact poll. It's just a different way to do it. So I'm just running vapes there. And I'm running vapes on Instagram as well. Mainly I post pictures of my cat though. So depending on how interested you are in that, you can follow me there as well. The Mix and Vixens has their own Instagram, and there we post recipes along with spotlighting other people's recipes that we come across. Anyway, so for this creme brulee, we have 4 different brands. I don't think I've ever tried a creme brulee vape. I know I've had e-liquid with it in there, but I've never mixed it by itself. So I have one-on-one, which we're going to try first. That one is like one of the more raved about ones, along with Inawera, which we also have. Then we also have Vape Train, and then Flavora's Brulee. I don't know if it's the same thing, because like there's no creme in it. It's just brulee. So maybe it's going to be a little different. Well, I guess have to find out. But those are the 4 that I have. I think they're the more popular ones, though I haven't really heard much about Vape Train. or really Flavora. But one-on-one and Inawera seem to be like crowd favorites as far as creme brulees go. Part of my hesitation of trying this flavor is I didn't think I would like it, just because when I heard about it, like what it actually is in real life, it just didn't sound like it was that great. But when I was in Detroit this last year in the spring, I had it there, and it's really, really good. I like it with fruit. Go figure. Ours came with strawberries on top, and it was like, I think it was strawberries, or it might have been mixed berries. It was some type of berry. It's been a while, but it was really good. It balanced the richness and the sweetness of the creme brulee. So anyway, getting back to the why I brought up that these have only been sitting since last night, so they might need to steep or sit, whatever, but obviously don't really have time because I needed to mix something up, and I should have thought about that ahead of time and did like a fruit that didn't really need to steep, but I didn't think ahead. But we can revisit it. I can let you know how these develop over time, if they do at all. Reading notes, it does look like they get a little bit more rich or creamy as time progresses. But anyway, one-on-one, I did, I think, at 2%. It's one-on-one tends to be a little bit, as time progresses, echo, tends to be a little bit weaker. And Inawera is pretty strong. And Inawera I might have to actually add to, because I accidentally did that one at 2%, which I did not want to do. I wanted to do it at 1. But I figured since I already did it at 2, I might as well just taste it there. Because if these are too weak, I do have the flavors here where we can add right away to make sure that we're getting like as close as to like the recommended percentage as possible. Anyway, so creme brulee one-on-one I did at 1.5%. Because going on the notes, it's kind of where people were as far as comparing it to something I would vape. So they're saying that it does show up on the phone. I don't know. Well, we didn't get a lot of interaction, but that's fine. We got enough to pick this one out. Off the jump, I'm not really that impressed with it. So this may be a lackluster show. Go figure. If they all suck, we'll just do like a recipe of something. I don't really know what, but because so far it's not bad. It's just not very, it's very thin. It's very sugary, but in a different way than like something that's overly sweetened. Because like sweetener in vapes has a distinctive taste to me. And this is more of like a creme brulee, because a creme brulee is pretty sweet. And that's why I like when there's berries added with them, because it kind of mellows it out a little. I don't think I would like it nearly as much if it were just the brulee. Like when I ran out of the fruit, it wasn't as great. It was still good. And what it tasted like to me is just like a very rich pudding, like a vanilla pudding. And then like the top of the brulee is flamed with like a sugar, like it's like a sugar, and then they flame it so that it gets like hard, like almost like a toffee-ish type thing. I don't know. I'm not explaining it very well, but it's very good if you get it from the right place. I've only had it the once, and it was from a place renowned for specifically creme brulee, and it was very good. But yeah, I definitely recommend eating it with fruit if you don't like super rich things, which I don't. It's not bad. I'm just not getting much of like a cream, which I guess probably would develop in time. Just anything like a cream or something of that nature, like an ice cream, whipped cream, this creme brulee, it tends to get a little bit thicker as it sits and has time to develop. So yeah, I'm getting more of the top than the bottom of the brulee at this point. I don't really think it needs to be increased for me because I'm getting flavor. It's just a very thin flavor. But I mean, the top note is nice. Like the top layering of like what I'm getting from this now is nice. Because again, it's sweet, but it's more of like an authentic sweetness compared to like a aspartame type sweetness. So I'm not mad at the one-on-one creme brulee, but we definitely will have to revisit it after it sits. By the time we do the next show, it will have been 2 weeks later. So that would probably be a good time to revisit, you know, how they turn out. The next one we're going to do is an Awera. This one I accidentally did at 2%, which is higher than I would normally do it. But we're going to try it at the 2%, and then if it's terrible, we'll dilute it to half, which is typically where I would do it in Awera flavors, like around 1%. Maybe even less than that, but 2% is definitely not where I was trying to go with it. Hello, Fog Vlog. That's kind of a tongue twister. I was just watching your ID10T review. That guy's a really great mixer, and I'm super picky, but his stuff is really good. If you like eggy stuff, you'd probably like this. I don't think it's that I mixed it so high that I'm not liking it. I think it's because it's more eggy, and I don't like eggy stuff. It reminds me a lot of the Capella Vanilla Custard one, which I know a lot of people like. I don't. So if you like that flavor, you'd probably like this, but I don't like it. The vanilla note in it is not very good, which is what I don't like about the Capella, I think, along with the egginess, is like the vanilla comes off very fake to me. Like generic vanilla pudding flavor. Because I mean, the Jello packets, like the actual brand name Jello pudding, it already has that, you know, fake vanilla flavor, but it's passable because at least it's like a good quality fake. This is like 10-cent pudding fake that you would find at like the Dollar Tree. It's been sitting, and I'm not a fan. It's really buttery, which is weird because I don't remember creme brulee being very buttery. Mind you, it's been since the spring, so I don't know. I don't know if it's because I mixed it higher. I don't think it is because I'm not getting any off notes because, like, I'll just try to explain to you what I get when I over flavor something since I do mix fairly low. What I get is like chemical notes. Like it doesn't really alter the actual base flavor. It's just I get a chemical note on top of it, or that's all I get is a chemical note, which is like a bitter, just wrong type flavor. This, I'm not getting that. It just doesn't taste good. It's buttery, it's fake vanilla-y, and it's eggy. So, I don't know. I think I am going to dilute it just for science and let it steep like the other one, because I'm going to let all these sit for 2 weeks until we have our next show. And hopefully I'll remember to revisit it. Because I want to give them a fair shot. I, again, just didn't plan this well with this specific flavor. Because I don't really tend to mix vapes that need to sit. I'm more of a shake and vape fruit person. And blue is in the window. Yeah, I wasn't thinking it was supposed to be buttery. I almost get like a fake popcorn note from it. But again, it could be that I just mixed it too high. I don't know. But I'm thinking not. All right. I'm going to try to drip over it. If I think it's altering the next flavor, I'll change the wick. But we're going to do Vape Train's Creme Brulee next. This I haven't really heard much about, if anything. So I don't know. This one I did at 2%. This one is what I meant. This is like how I got mixed up. I was doing what I thought was Vape Train, and it was Inawera when I was mixing. So that's how the Inawera got mixed so high. But this, I did it to Vape Train. I tend to need to do between 1 and 2, typically at least 2. It just depends on the flavor. But admittedly, I haven't really done much of their desserts. I've done a lot of their fruits. But we'll see. It smells pretty nice. And their English toffee is, oh my god, so good. And just like in case you cared, I always vape around 2.8 volts. I know that's pretty low compared to most people. My resistance currently on this coil is 0.33 at just under 24 watts, which again is very low compared to most. I'm vaping it on the Icon, the original Icon, which is my favorite of Mike's RDAs that I've tried. It's funny you just brought that up. Yeah, I still rock a single coil. I don't do dual coils. I don't really like dual coils. But yeah. As far as the coil, I'm pretty sure it's a Lightning Vapes Clapton of some sort. I don't really know which, because he's got a whole bunch of different configurations that they sell. But all of my coils are from Lightning Vapes. I like using the Icon for testing because I know how it vapes very well. And I have 2 of them, so it just makes it easier. Because if you're going to be testing, especially flavors against each other, it should be the closest type of equipment as possible. Because if you're using one RDA that's really great for flavor and another RDA that's better for what, like cloud production or whatever, like it really can alter how the vape is, and I want to eliminate that as much as possible if I'm going to be comparing them to each other. It's just more consistent, I guess. I might change the wick out. I was getting a little bit of the butteriness from the last one, which I don't like. I will say it's fairly faint. It's not super in your face type of flavor at 2%. But it's not a bad flavor. Yeah, the Icon is definitely one of my all-time favorite RDAs. I don't know. I like the way it vapes. I like the way it looks. Airflow is nice. On my all-day vape, I've been still using the Drop Dead, though. And every now and then I'll use the Drop Solo, which is apart right now because I cleaned it just in case I needed it for this. This would be probably good in there as well because it's more compact. But if you don't watch me or don't know, I'm very sensitive to flavors. And I think that's why, like, some people say they don't get a lot good flavor from the Drop Dead. I don't have issues with it, but again, like, I'm very sensitive to flavor, so it's almost kind of good for me that it's not as intense as like others. I don't know. I don't really have a different palette to compare it to. But yeah, some people complain about that. I don't have issues with it. But comparing it to the Dot Mod, which I brought out, or the Dot RDA or Petrie or whatever the hell it's called. It's the V2 with the clamp in the center. I got it in Detroit and I just realized that I never really use it. So I wanted to try it as a regular RDA instead of a squonk. And I don't know, I just don't like it. I get a lot of spitting from it. Like the flavor is really intense, especially with the Trinity cap. I don't like it with the cap that it comes with. But the Trinity cap, it's a little bit better, a little bit smoother of a vape, but it's still very spitty. And I've heard that it's very difficult to get the coil placement right on it. So I just can't be bothered. So I went back in the box. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a similar type flavor to the one-on-one, where I'm getting more of the crystallized sugar on top than like a cream at the bottom, which again isn't bad. It's just, that's what I'm getting. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's almost like when you burn a marshmallow, like you roast a marshmallow in the campfire, it gets that, I don't know. It's hard to explain if you've never had it, but it's just the crystallized sugar, or like a rock candy, I guess. But this is like a vanilla. I definitely get like a light vanilla note. And it's a nice vanilla. It's not overly artificial like the Inora was. It's pretty nice though. I can see it steeping pretty well. I get like a very faint egginess that you would get out of like a custard, but it's not bad. It's not, again, like the Inora where it's, because I don't mind a little bit of egginess, but I just don't like a lot of it, especially in a vape. It's just not something I want to vape. I guess we could try turning it up since most of you probably would. I can't go too high though. Like I've tried other people's setups, like heavies. Oh my God. It was intense. And he was rocking a mech too. Yeah, I have the drop solo. I was just talking about it. It's taken apart right now because I cleaned it for the show in case I needed to use it. But yeah, I like it. I just like the drop dead a little bit more. It has more airflow. It's bigger. So for me, because I like a lot of air to kind of like mute. Because I don't know, like the small compact RDAs, I know a lot of people like them. I don't really. I honestly don't. Like a lot of them I've tried, I just, like I already get a lot of flavor from things. I don't really need more. So if anything, I need to dilute it. Like I was almost tempted to buy that one dude. I forgot his name. But he had that RDA that like people were getting like zero flavor from. It was the one that was supposed to be built vertically, I believe. But I just never did. Because I wanted to see like if me being a super taster, if I would get any flavor from it. Because it actually might be good for me. Or like I said, if you have a lot of shitty juice that you have laying around, you can use the RDA that has no flavor, and then you can vape that. So you're not wasting your e-juice. Yeah, the Njord. Yeah, turning it up really did nothing for me. It's a nice flavor, though. It's a little thin right now. We're going to let it sit until the next... You can hear the dogs barking. But yeah, it's not bad. It's probably my second or tied with one-on-one, because one-on-one was pretty good. So we're going to put those two next to each other. Inaware can be on its own because it's bad. It's naughty. The Reverie, I've never heard of it. So no, I haven't tried that. I do have the Recurve, actually gave it to Leilani because I just never use it. That one, I just feel it's really ideal for squonking, which I don't do. So I just couldn't see keeping it. Plus, she was showing interest in it, and she loves gold, and I bought the gold version, which nothing I have matches it. So I just gave it to her. It was practically brand new. I'd rather just see someone using it than just sitting around. The Profile I don't have. I thought about getting it, but I'm just trying not to spend money, especially on that stuff I don't really need. With it being Christmas, I'm trying to like buy things for other people. And I already have like a little drawer full of RDAs that I never use, so I just can't really justify it right now. Usually I pick stuff up with sales, or if I'm buying something else that I need. Like I bought the BTFC when I was buying little pods for my Hankson pod system, which I still don't think I like. But I don't really use pod systems that much. All right, so next is Flavora Brulee. This I did at 1%, which is generally where I'm at with a lot of Flavora's stuff, either 0.5% to 1%. And again, I don't really know if it's supposed to be a creme brulee. It just says brulee. So, I don't know. Dog's barking is irritating me. I'm drinking coffee today instead of Monster. It's a nice vanilla hazelnut. So I think that pairs well with the creme brulee as well. I was drinking it's like the Monster I get is like a pineapple-y citrus one. Probably wouldn't go very well vaping creme brulee. It does affect your, palate when you're vaping. So yeah. What? That's different. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of reviews these days because it just makes me want to buy stuff. And again, I don't really need anything. I do want to eventually get another mod just because I like having extra ones. Because my dad vapes, my stepmom vapes, and if their stuff breaks, which my dad's, before this latest one, his had been breaking pretty consistently. So I like to have devices that they can use, until they get another one. Because my dad, he just had his either 3rd or 4th year vape anniversary. So it's been a while. I know it was in October. Yeah, I don't remember what year though. Yeah, it definitely tastes different than the other ones. Have I tried Black Fruit Mint by Inawera? No. I've been trying to stay away from Inawera. Like this Inawera creme brulee I've had for a minute. Leilani actually sent me some of hers. You can see her little illustration. If it'll focus. So she sent me that. And then the one-on-one I've had for a while because Addie raves about it. And the vape train I bought for Addie Tooney because I know he loves creme brulee. So I sent him some of that. But yeah. I've been trying to stay away from Flavora, or not Flavora. I'm typing Flavora, that's why I said that. I'm trying to stay away from Inawera because they keep reformulating their stuff. And I don't want to make a banger recipe, which I've already made too, that depend on a flavor that's been reformulated. So, yeah. I'm not really trying to try any new Inaweras. I did buy a couple recently only because they were on sale, and I needed like a minimum purchase of a certain amount. Because I don't know, I'm weird like that. Oh, these dogs are driving me nuts. Shut up. Oh, what the hell they're barking at? All right. Trying to find the description for what Flavora Brulee is, but apparently their site is acting up. Let's see what Nick Rivers says. Nothing. It says a unique flavor with great floral notes. Perfect for bakeries, berry blends, and fruits. Why would a brulee have floral notes? I think that's what I'm getting that's confusing me, because if you saw the look on my face, which I've been told I'm very expressionistic in my face, it's very confusing. I feel like they're trying to gook me again, because like that damn frog gummy still fucks with me. Because like the whole time I'm vaping it, I'm like, I know I've had this flavor before, but it doesn't taste like green apple. I don't know what the heck it is. It turns out it was peach, because it was the peach gummy. Like, I don't know of no peach gummies that are frogs. I only know the green ones. All right, so Bull City has no description of what it's supposed to be. Apparently Flavora has a fan site. We'll see what they say. I got the top coating of the Brulee going straight out the gate. They mixed it very low at 0.2%. So maybe I over mixed it. So they're mainly getting the torch sugar note, which seems to be pretty predominant in most of these, especially on the shake and vape, which actually might be a nice note to have for something else. It's just when it steeps, it probably would change. But it looks like they stopped at 1.6%. They liked it though, but it seems like, yeah, I may have mixed it too high at 1%. Because if they're doing 0.2 and saying it's strong, now I don't know how they normally mix to compare it, but creamy caramelized, like the dark singed sugar top of a brulee. So maybe this is just the brulee and not the cream, which makes sense because it's just called brulee. It's not called creme brulee. It's just brulee. So maybe it's just the top layer. That's kind of what I'm gathering from it. I don't know how to flip it on Hangouts. I usually do Zoom and it adjusts it. But I was showing you the picture, which really doesn't need to be left to right. It's just a bowl. But I don't know. But yeah, from what I'm gathering, it's just the top of the brulee. It's not the actual cream pudding part. It's just the top. And the usage, according to Gremlin, is 0.5 to 3%. So yeah, this could actually be very useful if it's just the brulee part of it, because you can add it to a lot of stuff to give that torched, sugared effect without adding the creme or the cream if you don't want it. So that's interesting. Or you could add it to a creme brulee that doesn't have a lot of the top layer to it to enhance it. So, yeah, Leilani is awesome people. One of the best peoples. We do flavor swaps. So what I have, I give to her and vice versa. That's how we expand our collection pretty well. Plus, she likes to buy a lot of obscure flavors that normal people can't get because she goes direct to the source, which I don't have the time or patience to do. Actually, I can't lie. I do have the time. I just don't want to. Plus, it can be kind of expensive. All right, so of the ones I tried, I like the one-on-one and vape train the best. I don't know between which I like more, the one-on-one or the vape train. I think it's really going to depend on how it develops as it sits. Don't like the Inawera, but we are going to give it the best chance possible and dilute it to half, or just completely remix it. That might actually be better, just to make sure we get it right. Because I think 2%, even though I'm not getting any off chemical notes, is still too much for Inawera for me. So I want to give it the benefit of the doubt and the best chance possible. And then we'll revisit it on the next show. But yeah, I actually like them. I can see a lot of good use for them. You can make ice creams. Even a tobacco might be nice with it. I don't know. I know toffee goes really nice with tobacco. Like the toffee I made for the fundraiser, the suicide awareness or whatever it was called, that one. That turned out well. It's something about the, and mind you have to use the right tobacco, like a more of a dessert tobacco, not like a super ashy one. I don't think that would work very well. Have I tried any real flavors? I've tried real flavors, not that specific one, no. I'm not a big fan of real flavors, to be honest. Like, there's only a couple that I've really liked, and I find them hard to work with. Like, they don't tend to mix well with other brands. There's a few exceptions to it. Like the cookies and cream one, for whatever reason, seems to work fine with other brands. Looking up to see what I have. And then there's some I haven't even tried yet because I was having that issue. So the baked bread, the VG version is good, which is surprising because it's a very odd flavor, but it's actually a nice white bread that isn't too yeasty. It's just a very good bread. Why is it bringing up everything? The Butter Crisp candy bar, which is like a Butterfinger, that one was okay. Let's see what my notes say. Do I put notes? This one I got a Nutty Buddy from, but I think the picture had like Butterfinger, or somebody said it was supposed to be a Butterfinger, but I didn't get Butterfinger. It seems like they do chocolate and peanut butter fairly well, because I know a lot of people like the Reese Cup one, which I don't even know if I don't know if I ever tried that one, because I ended up giving them all away because I just couldn't be bothered with them. So I bought a lot of the VG ones, which are very weird to work with in general. Champagne by Real Flavors. I have that one. I don't remember what I felt about it. I feel like I did mix it, but I don't know. I don't remember how I feel. Leilani sent me cookie C, or no, that's 101. But yeah, the cookies and cream is really good. It's probably my favorite from them. And then the bread one, which I don't know where I would use bread, like straight up bread, but it's a good one. The lemon tea super concentrate was pretty good. But again, it didn't mix well with like other brands. Like if you wanted to add a fruit to it or whatever, it might not work very well. Their straight fruits are pretty good too. But again, try to add it to a mix. I don't know. It just doesn't work very well. The pineapple was good. The strawberry was good. Hated the watermelon. I thought it was disgusting. I don't know. There's a lot of people that liked it. Not me. I think that was like the main ones I liked was the strawberry, the pineapple. I don't remember the other ones. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 1 Sugar cookie, I don't think I liked. And the white chocolate was okay, but it was, again, a VG one, which is weird. And then I got Yumberry because people raved about Yumberry. I wasn't impressed. I don't remember if I hated it, but I know I didn't particularly like it. Like, it was just kind of meh. Are they strong or all over the place? It depends on which version, and that's another problem I have with them, is they've had so many versions of the same flavors. It's just really annoying, and I guess they're about to have yet another version of their flavors. Like, they started off with the VG, then they went for the super concentrate, then they went with the one drop, which was supposed to be PG based. Now they're going with something else. Like, it's too much. And I just feel like they don't know what they're doing, because, like, why would you revamp the same flavor 4 different times? But that's just my opinion. The reason I don't like them is because they don't mix well with others. Some of them taste good on their own, and I'm talking mainly about the super concentrate one. I haven't tried the one drop because I don't want to be disappointed, and I just have a feeling I'm not going to like them because I haven't heard good things about them. And I'm lazy. Let's just keep it 100. So I'm mainly talking about the super concentrates, which I think have a PDO base, which is why they don't mix well with other brands, but they taste good on their own. But on their own, they're okay. None I would say are fantastic outside of the cookies and cream one. That's the one I really like, and it's like an Oreo. I don't really get cream from it, but the Oreo note in it is really good. The bread one I have is the VG, and I've heard the VG is better than like the super concentrate, if they even made that one into a super concentrate. But it's very strong, so if you do try that one, definitely low, because it can go yeast real quick. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the reformulation constantly. I don't like the fact that they don't blend well with other brands, because there's very rare instances where I'll do a recipe that's all one brand, because there's really great flavors from each brand. So why would I limit myself to just one? Like, I'm going to use the best blueberry that I have or whatever. So yeah. Hello, Kenny B. All right. So I was going to hang out until 2. I finished pretty quickly, though. I like doing these ahead of time because, number one, it's just quicker than dragging it out. Also, while I remember, because I get really sidetracked, I did have a rather rude person comment recently, and I get it. I don't get many rude comments because I'm a smaller channel, but it does bother me. Like, it just pisses me off. But they do bring up a good point that I've thought about before. What I'm going to do, because mainly I just do these live chats, and I think my viewers, the ones that actually subscribe and follow me, whatever, they know why I do this. I do this to interact with you guys. Like, otherwise, I probably wouldn't really upload on this channel anymore, because most of my information or whatever comes from Mix and Vixens at this point, and then I'm on Fresh's channel every other week. So as far as this channel is concerned, I mainly just do the live shows so I keep in contact with you guys and interact with you guys. So I think y'all know that, but someone coming across my channel looking for something is probably not going to know that. So what I'm going to do, because my videos are fairly long, because again, it's like a chit chat type video, what I'm going to do is like a summary at the top of my description box. That's going to go over, like, if we did a single flavor test like we did today, it's just going to have like the notes from it. It's going to serve 2 purposes. Number one, for people coming across my channel that don't want to sit through a 2-hour video, which is understandable. They can just look at the information that they need and be done. Of course, I'm probably still going to get people bitching about the time, but whatever, fuck them. Number two, it also helps me because honestly, a lot of times I don't remember what I said in a video. Like I don't remember the notes I liked, if I liked them or not. And I've tried like writing stuff down, but sometimes I don't remember to do that. So it'll serve two purposes and hopefully make more people happy. So yeah. That's what I'm going to try to start doing. I also keep my ELR pretty updated with notes. So if I've used, I don't like to go off just single flavor testing impressions, like first impressions. I'll usually only do a review on a flavor if I've used it several times or know that's how I feel about it. So if anyone's curious about a specific flavor, that's a good place to look. I don't know if all the flavors has that feature because honestly, I don't like their stash format. I don't know. I just don't like it. So as far as my stash information and my notes, those are on ELR. And I'm pretty short with my notes, which is like the shortest I'll be because verbally I'm very long-winded. So I'm sure you've noticed. So yeah, it's a more condensed feeling of how I feel about a flavor. So yeah. Anyway, so I still have half an hour. Let's see. I guess we can go over the flavors that I put together for like what the battle will be next week. And doing it so far in advance, number one, gives you more time to vote. And I guess I will have to cut off the voting at a certain point so I can make sure it's mixed, especially if it's something like this that needs to sit. You want to say hi? Who's climbing all over my stuff? Here's the kitten, which as you can see, not so much a kitten. Are you? You're a big one. I want to go in the window. You live? Do you like being live? She sees her tail in the... Anyway, sorry, I got distracted because of the kitten. Anyway, now you want to go up there because you see yourself? Look. It's you. Oh, boy. Anyway, yeah, she's getting very big. More so long than tall, because I think Momo's still a little bit taller, but her breed of cat tends to be more long than, like, tall. Anyway. I lost my train of thought. We're just going to go over, I think I'm just going to put them in chat. All of the ones... Stop it. No. No. She's very ornery. She's very much like a problem child, but like she's very sweet, but she's very rambunctious. Like she's like Charlie Sheen when he was cracked out. She has one speed and it's go. Stop it. All right, so we did creme brulee. And this is one thing. Damn it. Stop it. Go in your window. I guess it was my fault for distracting her. What I was going to say was, I don't know if I should just take out the ones, because I can only, the thing about the polls on both YouTube and Twitter, you can only have so many options. So I can only do like 4 pairings or whatever you want to call them per poll. So I can't fit all the flavors I have on the one thing. So the ones that didn't win this week, I think what we're going to do is like put them like push them back on, like, I guess the queue or whatever, and like bring up new ones. Like maybe do fruits all at once, because we have dragon fruit that I have a lot of that I haven't. Well, I have a couple. Fig, papaya, peach gummy, rhubarb, starfruit, tangerine. So those are like the fruits, but I can't fit all those. So I guess what I can do here is ask you guys, since you're live, you can kind of pick between these to at least limit it down to 4 that people have to vote from. And then if you can't vote via the polls, if you could just put them in the comments, and I'll do it that way, just in case, I don't know, if there's an issue and you can't do it the other way. And then, like, since the dragon fruit and the papaya and the peach gummy, they only have 2. So, like, if either one of those were the ones that won, I would pick another fruit and just do it on top of it. So I want to have it to where there's at least like 4 flavors that we're doing. It's like doing one episode with just 2 flavors or 2 brands would be a very short show. So over there are the fruits that we're going to pick 4 of those for next time to battle. And I think I'm going to cut it off like a week in advance. So that gives me a week to mix them up. Maybe. I mean, fruits aren't as particular as the creme brulee that we did. So I don't really need the extra steep time. But just as a general rule, it'd probably be good to have a cutoff, just in case it does need to sit for a minute. But the tangerine I have is at least one of them. Or is that the orange? I did get the tangy orange and the cherry, the New Capella ones. I haven't mixed them up yet, though. The tart cherry definitely, I could see being medicinal or bordering medicinal, but it doesn't smell bad. I think this is one where the percentage would be very important. Girl, she's just like chewing on tape, and what are you doing? Stop it. Can you behave? No. What would you recommend I do with Capella Sweet Raspberry? Just throw it away. I've never had Capella's Raspberry. Like, I've had most of their sweet line, and I like it overall, but I've never had their strawberry. I'm very picky about my raspberry. What, you want this? You're not going to like the way it smells. See? The tangy orange smells like an orange candy. Like a Fun Dip or like a Pixie Stick. I think they do make Pixie Sticks that are orange. It smells like that. It smells good, though. Like, I don't like Tang. Like, a lot of people say it tastes like Tang. I don't like Tang, but at least I don't think I do. I don't know if I've had it. I know I typically don't like orange flavored things unless it's soda. I like orange soda, but I don't like Sunny D or things like that. But yeah, the tangy orange smells nice. Somebody said I think they said it's like an orange creamsicle, but that there was something about it. I don't remember. It smells good, though. How many times can I say the same thing? And then the Powerful Sour is supposed to be disappointing. I haven't tried that one either. I haven't really tried any of the new stuff I bought. That's why I'm trying to do these. And by the list that I'm doing, like it wouldn't just be Flavora rhubarb. It would be all the rhubarbs. Does that make sense? So what you're voting on is like if you want to see dragon fruit, or do you want to see fig, or do you want to see papaya? I just put the brands next to them so you know what they are, but it's going to be that whole bracket. So it's going to be dragon fruit, fig, papaya, peach gummy, rhubarb, soursop, starfruit, or tangerine. But it can only be 4. If you guys don't pick 4, then I'll just have to pick them. Because they can only fit 4 on the polls. I wonder if Blue would like how Doc's crap liquid smells. It's not that it smells bad. It's just cats are very sensitive to smell. So anything that smells like anything, like strong, like concentrated, they don't like. But she was pawing at my bottle like she wanted it. I'm like, you don't want it. Like it smells. It smells good, but it smells like the lemon. You like it? She's not like repulsed by it, but she doesn't like. She's not as interested when she smells what it is. She really likes bottle caps. Like if she finds one or the nipples, she'll have a field day with them. Right? You like the nipples? I was trying to play video games yesterday and she was driving me nuts. Like she was attacking my controller. Like she's just ridiculous. And Momo won't play with her. So I think she's just bored. So I get the laser, like she loves the laser pointer. But it gets old, like moving that stupid thing around. Plus when I'm trying to play a game, it's like, hello. So I just like set it down somewhere and that'll keep her occupied for a little bit. But then eventually she's back attacking my controller. I think I'm gonna end up having to get a wireless controller. Does anyone know if Xbox, because like Xbox controllers work with your PC, but do the wireless ones work too? I would imagine they do. I just don't want to buy it and then have it not work because I don't own an Xbox. Boop. You done? But yeah, she's getting pretty big. As you can see. She was born in March, so let's see, March is 8 months ago. You 8 months old, BB? She was born very close to my dad's birthday. I think it's like a day off. Yeah, they actually have a toilet thing for the cat where like the litter sits in the toilet bowl. And you teach the cat to go up there to do their business. And then every week, the litter becomes smaller and smaller. And then eventually all you're left with for them to go is the toilet itself. Apparently it works fairly well sometimes, but I don't know. I don't really want to mess with all that. Plus, I just can't imagine getting litter in your toilet would be good for it. And it's inevitable that it would get in there, I would think. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Your PC has Bluetooth. I think it does. I mean, they have, I have a wireless mouse and I have like the little, but I have like the thing that you, because this is not a laptop. This is a desktop. Because I play my games on that. My laptop is just for watching videos and stuff like that. Hard to take flavor reviews seriously from an animal that also enjoys a good butt lick. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm pretty close to where my desktop is when I play. It just gets old, her attacking my controller. Like she does it every single time. So if I didn't have a cord for her to tack, she couldn't do it. Trying this blackberry custard I made last night. I don't know that I like it that much. There's something off about it. Could just be that it needs to sit, but I don't know. What is that in there? I don't even remember all of what I put in it. Maybe the whipped cream's throwing it off? I don't know. I don't really have much else to talk about. Vixen Vixens is on tonight. This is our chit chat show. So it's just going to be us talking. I think we are having at least one special guest, maybe two people that we've had on before, but really didn't get to know them at all because we kind of jumped ahead to just what our mix was. So we're going to try to focus more on asking them questions and things like that. But if you guys have any questions for us, bring it up, obviously, in the show. It doesn't have to be vape related. It can be outside of whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm sure if it's super personal, they probably wouldn't want to answer, but it doesn't have to be vape related. I'm looking for my receipts so I can tell you the new flavors I bought. I don't think I told you that. So I made a Bull City order. Yeah, I didn't tell you about this. So I got some more vape train. Got quite a bit. I have a pretty big vape train collection at this point. Like, I had to transfer it from its little bin to a drawer because there's too many. But I got Flavor West Banana because I've heard a lot of people say that Flavor West Banana is good. I doubt it, to be honest, because a lot of bananas just taste like candy to me, even though they're not supposed to. Like Lorienne's banana cream, people raved about it, said it tastes like a real banana. It doesn't to me. And then I don't think I've tried Hangson's banana yet, but I think it's on the list. I got Botanical Gin because I think I heard somebody say it was pretty good. Plus, it's just new, so I figured I'd grab it. I got the Bubblegum Base by Vape Train Coffee Milk Broth. Milk Broth. I don't know why that's a tongue twister. By Vape Train. Jen Winstead said that one was good. I got Creaming Soda, which smells kind of weird. I don't think it's like a cream soda that we have here. I think it's something else. And then I got English Marmalade, which is supposed to be pretty good. Glazed Strawberry, which I haven't really... Momo, you want to say hi? Come here. We're live. You mad? She's mad at the kitten. That ain't a stink eye. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so Glazed Strawberry. I got that one. I haven't heard anything about it, but I just figured I'd grab it. And then Lemon Lime by Capella, which I already had, but I wanted another bottle of. That flavor is just so good. Like, if you like lemonades, it's just like you need that flavor. Like, I get a lime from it, but it's a muted lime. Like, it kind of just blends in with the lemon and makes it pop. Like, it's a really, really good flavor. And then I got the Powerful Sour. I got Scorched Caramel from Vape Train, Sweet Cream from Vape Train. Which, again, I had a littler bottle of that actually Leilani gave me. And I liked it, so I got a bigger bottle. the tangy orange, the tart cherry, the vanilla buttercream frosting from Vape Train, which is also phenomenal. It's just like a straight up buttercream frosting. It's really, really good. Again, I think that was one Leilani gave me a sample of, and I liked it, so I bought a bigger one. Then I got warm custard by Vape Train and yogurt drink, which also I got from Leilani and bought a bigger bottle of. That one, it's a weird one, but I do like it. It's got a note in it I don't care for, but I like the rest of it so much I kind of look past it. But I could see someone not liking it. But it is a good flavor. I bought a big bottle of it. Big for me. So, Banana Flambe by Salubarome. The problem with Salubarome is you can really only get it from Vapor Supply, as far as I know. And I don't really order for them often because I think their shipping is just ridiculous. It's just overall expensive. So unless I absolutely need something from Vapor Supply, I don't order from them. I go with either Bull City or ECX. But yeah. What is the best Vape Train flavor if you could only buy one? Well, of the ones I've tried, which I have quite a few I haven't already, or haven't. Let me see. I'm looking through my stash. I really like the English toffee, but I don't think that would be number one. Lemonade Solo is also very good. I like the Sugarloaf Pineapple quite a lot. There's only been a couple I haven't cared for so far. I haven't tried them all. Like, I've probably tried maybe half or a third of the Vape Train I have. So let's see. I would probably have to say the pineapple because I really like the lemonade solo, but I mean, it's just a lemonade. It's a very good lemonade. Like, it's the only lemonade I'd vape on its own, but it's kind of basic. The Sugarloaf Pineapple is just really good. Like, it, to me, tastes like a straight up raw pineapple, which is hard to find. Like, the Inawera that I liked before it, because like I'd either use Inawera or TFA. The Inawera is more of like a pineapple juice, and then the TFA is more of like a pineapple candy. But the Sugarloaf Pineapple by Vape Train is like a raw pineapple. It's a little bit tart, a little bit sweet. It's just really, really good. So yeah, I'd probably pick that one. But I also really like the English Toffee, the Solo Lemonade, or Lemonade Solo. The honeycomb is also very good. It's similar to a toffee, but like it's a honey toffee type thing. And the biscuit base is really good. It's a nice spiced cookie. So those are like my top, like what, 4 or 5 that I've tried so far. I did not like their bakery spice. It's too heavy on clove. The black tea was weird. It was very astringent. My notes say that it reminds me of Lysol disinfectant wipes. So not great. I mean, it wasn't terrible. Like, it wasn't awful, but it just wasn't good, in my opinion. What other ones I didn't care for? There's only like a couple. Honey Pomelo I couldn't stand. It was similar in that cleanser, that cleaning agent flavor. Did not like it at all. There was one other one I didn't like. The watermelon. I don't think I liked their watermelon. It wasn't. There was one that was terrible. I don't know if it was Vape Train's watermelon. Might have been. Don't hold me to that. I just know I didn't care for it. But yeah, those are like, so that's like the worst and the best that I've tried so far, but there's plenty I have not tried yet. So there you go. And you can get all of these from Full City Vapor or Full City Flavor. I always screw that up. Like the yogurt drink is one of the newer ones that for a while you could only get it direct from Vape Train. And that's how I got it, because Leilani got it direct from Vape Train and she gave me some. But now you can get that flavor at Bull City Flavors. We do have a coupon code. It's Mixin' Vixens. I think it's just Mixin' Vixen. Let me check my notes. It gives you like 6% off, which I think is the most that you'll find out there as far as coupons go. Right there. Yeah, it's just Mixin' Vixens, MIXIN VIXENS for 6% off. What's the best pretzel? I've only tried a couple pretzels. I tried the Flavor Shack, I think it was. And Wonder Flavors, I think, has one. Yeah. So Flavor Shack is more of an actual pretzel. I'm just reading my notes. It's a pretty light flavor, but I only mixed it at 2%, so might be able to change that. But it's like the straight up pretzel. Wonder Flavors is a nice pretzel, but I get spice notes from it. I get like if you've ever had an Auntie Anne's pretzel, like they have a cinnamon sugar one, things like that. It's more of like that type of pretzel, like a dessert pretzel. Like there's definitely some spices in there. So both are good. It just depends on what you want. Like if you want like a sweet dessert type pretzel, go with the Wonder Flavors one. But if you want like a straight up just pretzel, the Flavor Shack one is good. Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, I've not had the glazed strawberry. I just got it on a whim because I love strawberry. It's probably my favorite fruit. It's definitely one of my favorite fruits, especially to vape. So I figured I would just get it. I probably have like 25 strawberries or variants of strawberry. Do you want to say hi? You're looking like you do. Come here. Say hi to your peoples. There you go. Ugh. Here's the Momos. She doesn't really like the kitten all that much. Yeah, you're live. You want to go in the window, don't you? I have the window open because we have a smoke detector and it's super sensitive. So to make sure it doesn't go off, I just keep the window open. Plus, I like the fresh air anyway. I know it's kind of contradictory to have like the heat on, but then the window open. But the heat is on low anyway. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, but vape problems. I've only seen a couple videos from the expo. I saw that Wayne from DIY or Die tried to upload it live stream. I saw like 6 separate videos for it. I'm not really sure what that was about, but Fresh has done a little bit that I saw. I don't know about live. The ones that I've seen were already uploaded, but Fresh is the only one I've seen any type of footage from. Top 3 strawberries. I like Strawberry Ripe from TFA, but I do have to layer it with other strawberries for it to be optimal. Usually I'll layer it with either Flavor Art or Capella Sweet Strawberry. And then as far as the second one, either Capella Sweet Strawberry or Jungle Flavors. I'm not really sure which one I like more. think I would have to mess with the jungle flavors more. But I would say if you can get one or the other, I don't think you need both, really. They're about the same. And then the third would probably be Juicy Strawberry by Flavor Art. That one, I think, would be like the closest to mixing it on its own that I've come across, like where I don't have to layer a strawberry for it to be good. Because the Juicy Strawberry, to me, tastes like the combination of the strawberry ripe and the sweet strawberry. Because it has like a good balance of sweetness and earthiness. Because I do like earthiness in my fruits typically, especially like berries. I think it makes them a little bit more authentic. So yeah, that's off the top of my head. Let's see if there's any other ones. I haven't tried Wonder Flavors yet. That one's supposed to be pretty good. I have a bunch of strawberry variants. Inawera's Wild Strawberry is disgusting. I hate that one. I think it's... Ugh. But I haven't tried Strawberry Smash by Flavora. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Strawberry Shisha, a lot of people rave about that flavor. To me, it's nothing special. It kind of reminds me of Flavor Arts Strawberry, which it isn't bad or anything. It's just, I think it's overrated. But I think the unique thing about that one is if you're typically a strawberry mute, some people that are muted to strawberries can taste the shisha. So I think that's what makes it special. But me, I don't really have issues with like that. So I don't know. It just doesn't taste special to me. Strawberry milkshake I did not like from Flavor West. That was recommended to me. I didn't care for it. Strawberry marshmallow cereal by Purelum. I haven't tried yet. Strawberry Harvest is the first strawberry I got from Jungle Flavors, thinking it was the one that people raved about. Apparently it's not. It's the sweet strawberry. They have two different ones. I don't remember if I ever tried the Harvest, but it's not supposed to be that great. I haven't tried the strawberry filling by Flavora or the strawberry cream by Flavora. Real Flavors super concentrated strawberry is pretty good, but again, it doesn't mix well with others. Let's see. Vinny Sir Vape a lot. I don't know what that is. Flavora Alpine Strawberry. I haven't messed with it that much. It's definitely different. It's weird. Not in a bad way, just weird. I don't know if I put any notes to it, did I? It is very strong. I had to dilute it. I don't know how people are mixing it straight, especially at the percentages that they're mixing it at. I think it's crazy. But I diluted it to a 10% dilution and mixed it at 0.5%. So it would be like a 0.05. My notes say that I got a hint of strawberry and then something else. Some people call it, or some people describe it as earthy, but it's not earthy in the way that TFA strawberry ripe is, for example. It's almost piney. But I don't know if I'm drawing that conclusion because it's alpine strawberry and it's like influencing my judgment, but I was getting something else there. But yeah. It's very expensive, I'll tell you that. I do need to mess with it more. I don't know. I just have so many flavors at this point. It's a little overwhelming, which is why I try to do these shows so at least I can get through some of them. Because at this point, I don't feel like I'll ever get through them because I keep telling myself, like, I'm not going to buy any more flavors, but then either a sale comes along or I get sent some or I trade for some. It just, like, it never ends. But yeah, I'm going to leave too. I said I was going to be off at like 2. I don't really have anything else to talk about. But of the list above, you guys, if you see any of the flavors that you like above another, like dragon fruit, papaya, peach gummy, rhubarb, soursop, starfruit, tangerine, let me know in the comments section. So like not in the chat, but actually in the comments, so I can have like a record of it. And then that'll determine which 4 I pick for the poll. And the poll I'm going to do on this video. So check it after it's live and it'll be there. And then I'm also going to do it on Twitter, just in case people don't want to come back to this video or whatever. So there's going to be 2 different places. So follow me on Twitter. I don't put any like crazy stuff on there. I just notifications for my show and then like polls like this. I don't really do anything else. So just vote, and then that's what we'll do next time. And then we'll also go over the creme brulees and see how they've changed, if they've changed at all. But anyway, that's about it. Just do like a quick spiel. So Bull City flavors, if you want to check them out, we have a coupon code from the Mix and Vixens. It's just Mix and Vixens for 6% off. We don't get commission or anything. It's just a way to track where the sales are coming from and to give a coupon to you guys. Same with Adora e-liquid. I have a coupon code Mixtress. She just came out with the PS Passion, which is like a pumpkin inside of a pumpkin pie, I guess. You can check that out. That is it's a special limited edition. So if that is appealing to you, definitely get it now, because it won't be available, you know, after the run is through. I don't know how long it's going to go on. I don't know if she's disclosed that, but I would imagine just for maybe after Thanksgiving it'll be gone. I don't really know, but check that out. Again, coupon code Mixtress. I also have merch. I know I never really talk about it. I actually do have t-shirts and stuff like that at Vaping Swag. So you can check that out as well. I don't think I have a coupon code for that, but I'm pretty sure Fresh does. Yeah, I don't have it listed anywhere. That's great. But I do have t-shirts, like a hoodie, just Mixtress and then Rin. So you can check that out at vapingswag.com. But yeah, that's enough of my shilling, except for to check Mix and Vixens out at 6 p.m. So it's in 4 hours. We're going to do our chit chat show. So if you have any questions or anything like that, vaping or non-vaping related, they can be like completely obscure, like what's your favorite color, they're like weirdest dream you've ever had, like whatever. And more than likely we'll answer them. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching and have a good day. Bye.